Hey guys, how you doing? And welcome to this trade recap playlist. So I put this playlist together because I'm a firm believer in it doesn't really matter what strategy you use to enter and trade the market. I found what truly matters is when you start trading the live market and all the fun psychological games that come with it. Things such as like revenge trading, FOMO, greed, bit of patience. I've been fortunate enough to be trading now for about 5 years, full time for coming up 3 years. I found that throughout these 5 years, I've learned so much from trading the live market, and my favourite thing about trading is that I continue to learn. I've only scraped the surface, I know it. Every time I step onto the charts, I learn something new. Whether it be about the charts, whether it be like a mirror into my own psyche. And I saw it as a bit of a blessing that midway through last year, I went back to week one, day one. I had no capital in my personal trading account, and I also lost my funding. And I saw it, as a blessing that now I can record every trade that I take, every lesson that I learn, not just for my own benefit, but hopefully to help you guys too. So maybe we don't have to make the same mistakes twice. You can just learn from my mistakes and become more consistent, profitable traders, because that's the plan, right? And also the good times as well. You know, there's a lot of real nice parts of trading. For now, I've timestamped these videos down the bottom with the intro, this waffle, so you don't have to listen to this every time, thank God. The actual video breakdown of the trade itself, the entry criteria diagram as well, and also the proof of these trades. I want to be completely transparent with you guys and share every single trade that I take, and I'll be taking screenshots of my broker, of my personal broker, of my FTMO account and my trade copiers, so you can see that every trade that I show you is every single trade that I take. I really hope this channel helps you, and I enjoy making the videos. They actually really help me as well. And if you do like them, please give it a like, give it a subscribe, all that good stuff. And I really look forward to seeing you guys on the charts. Take it easy. Bye. Hey up everyone, how are you doing? I thought, authenticity and all that bollocks for these channels. I'll do the trade recap tonight after I've taken these trades. They've got to me, these ones, not gonna lie. A little bit like, fucking hell, there is nothing worse in trading than when you need money. I've never felt so clinging on to these trades so much. I haven't released my video on probabilities yet, but as Mark Douglas say, think in terms of probabilities, not in terms of each trade, individual trade. But when you're in the minus, again, and you need some fucking money, anybody out there who's still got a fucking day job or still earning it and they're doing trading on the side, just build up your own capital. Seriously, I'm gonna look at going back to Iraq, fucking contracting again or something, because this is not fun. It is not fun. I'll probably get a winning trade in a couple of days and be like, oh no, it's all great, isn't it? But maybe when I sit and have a little condor moment and think about things and resettle a little bit, it'll be fine. But I don't know. There you go. Bit of fucking trading life. Right, so I took 2 trades today, starting on the monthly. There is a little bit of me as well. I released a forecast today, and even when these trades were running in a bit of profit, I was like, I'm never doing a forecast again, because I was like, did I take these because these are the trades I forecasted, or did I take these So still, I mean, they're good trades. I'm happy with these trades. Yeah, whether I'm happy with the results or not, it's a different story. But yeah, I ain't gonna do the forecast videos because I was thinking either way. Even when I was winning on these trades, I was like, I don't like the sort of, and there's no point either because it might put thoughts in your head as well. You might have a different trade setup idea, and then you'll see me like say something. Not that you should respect what I'm saying at the moment at all. And then it might kind of just put that little split second hesitation in your market execute. So I think trade forecasts are bullshit. It's a good idea to have a little setup at the beginning of the day for your own strategy and your own sort of comfort level, but watching other people's, what, you're going to go long or short? Anyway, this was my trade idea. So monthly mitigated this level of supply, that flipped this level of demand and this level of demand, cause a new swing structure. And the reason I like this point of interest is because it has a nice bit of inducement before the break, and it also created type B inducement just before we came out to mitigate it. And when you see the wick smack come back down, I was like, yeah, this looks pretty nice for continuing shorts. I don't really mind where we're going to go to on the monthly. It's too far ahead of ourselves, but I like this target down here below this low. I thought that's a good directional bias for our trades. So we are in an interesting spot on the weekly. Now before, I'll be like, we've come back into our daily demand range. We're back into a way, it's a little bit messy. Let me just hide that one. I'll be like, oh, we're in a demand that has flipped this level of supply and come back down. But I really like liquidity now, and when I backtest this stuff, it makes sense, man. Well, I can even see any of it now. They're all getting pretty well respected. Don't matter. Let's stick to the trade recap. But the theory is that this breakout long, all the orders and liquidity below this low, and once we've swept all the liquidity what was above this high, for people going short from a supply level, and the algorithms come up, sweep that liquidity, then to continue whatever move they need to go on, they need more liquidity. And the next bit of liquidity on the weekly is below this little low. It's also above this high. I mean, maybe we don't have to sweep this to get to there. It could be a hold. Either way, it's going to get some liquidity somewhere. But more recent price action, I was happy to look for shorts to target. See this blue line? That's my target liquidity. So there's weekly for the shorts. Daily. Same detail on the daily. So we're in this point of interest here, broke, restructure, and I've got this is one leg. I said this in the forecast, just because all this is one leg, right? So this looks like a pullback, but it's not. It's like substructure pullback and then pushed. So this point of interest here is like a substructure point of interest, and it didn't have any like inducement or anything before this flip. So I still think, yeah, I'm still favouring shorts to come back down into these areas here. In the extremity of this leg, that's sweeping this weekly demand lows as well, and then we can see further price action long or short, whatever she wants to do. So yeah, that was the daily idea as well. Maybe we're just too far stretched here. You know, you want to start seeing some longs from up in these areas. I say that, and the reason I'm actually doing this now is because New York's there. I'm trying to tell myself, is this revenge trading? Are you FOMO? Is New York going to reverse and you can go out and you're going to be like, you fucking dick, you should have stayed on the computer? But I do really still like these for shorts, so I'm going to wait out. I've got my alerts set. You might see me, I might take a trade live on this account again. Because I did take one of them live earlier on. I recorded it with the market execute demonstration, if you like, and I thought I'll attach that to this video, so I'll probably post this tomorrow. Anyway, 4 hour. Right, so now swept this. Right, so at the beginning of the day, this was my target liquidity. Right, so now we've swept it. That now swaps. Hang on, I've got to do my first trade. Wally, I'm kind of getting the way to the second trade. Right, our first trade is actually down here. The reason I took it. Come on, Mush. Is our supply ranges are holding. We're not sweeping type A liquidity. We're kind of sweeping type B. Saying that. Yeah, no. Is that one I took? Yeah. It was still within this range. And it just looked like the supply range was holding. I thought, well, this is like, see that little inside bar there? Ooh, let's have a look at what's going on. That's our type B liquidity on the 4 hour. So on the first trade, we took it just below this liquidity. And our second trade, we got type A liquidity. Okay, so our high time frame bias basically on both trades, both the same for the monthly, the weekly, the daily, and the 4 hour. The first trade is of type B, and the second trade is a type A. And let's have a look at this one. Because let's do the 15-minute quick as well. Yeah, that looks nice, doesn't it? Let's have a pictures. So now we've swept all this liquidity. Where's the next bit of liquidity? Down here. This 15-minute point of interest here came down, tapped this level of demand that had definitely broken levels to the left, failed to break a high, came down, tapped it again, failed to create the high, dropped inducement, melted off. And the first trade, I was playing continuation from this inducement because we got a lovely Asian sweep here. Alright, there it is. And then the second trade, we're playing from this extremity. We got a real nice 1 minute setup, and look, we did get a good push off, so I was like, yeah, sweet. Now I still like this point of interest. I still like everything what I've just been talking about. So let's do this live. Let's do this live. Not, that's just melted off. Standard. That was the level of demand I wanted to see broken because it was getting tested. There was almost like an entry here, and I decided to step away and do a trade recap instead because we weren't getting the actual break and inducement. And we did have, like, I'm happy with myself in some respects. Like, I stayed out on a couple of very revenge tempting trades, but it wasn't. I was waiting for the 1 minute inducements, getting our entries. What's that? See, this is like a little. Where's she going? Like, this makes no sense in like anywhere, yeah. But if you can see that little, I don't really do the wholesale to buy. You could call this looking for a trade. Look, that's a flip. Broke out of this range. Now this is actually the price action would probably stop me out on my second trade. Yep. So I saw the big push here. So this is like a strong level of demand because it broke out this range. Right now it's like that fight between supply in this strong 15-minute high time frame as well point of interest and demand's trend. So I'm going to set another alert here. Alert this 037. And if that pings off, then that's going to end up being our inducement. That looks like there's a 5-second flip down there already somewhere. And this would be our inducement. I'm kind of thinking ahead of the game here. I just want to mark things up a little bit so I can continue with the trade recap. Yeah, Yeah, look, price action is fractal. See all this nice little level of supply, this level of demand, came down to tap this level of demand, came up, tested the supply, failed, swept liquidity, broke through. Before it broke through, it dropped that little inducement. Off we go. This was, if you saw this on like the 4-hour or daily or something, big smack down into this area here, what flipped this level of supply, swept all the orders above this, and then can you see all the flip there? It's kind of like following flip order flow. That's really, really precise, but why not? There's the flip. That's why I just like the seconds, and I just mark out all the flips. See that big wick rejection? Oh, I remember this, because again, I think this is in my trade. No, it's not. What am I on about? This is how price action moves, baby. Maybe something like that. I think I'm just making shit up now for the video. Yeah. So again, I used to get stuck in this. And I'll be like, yeah, we're going. But even if we go from here, right, it kind of makes sense. Yeah, look, she's going off already. But I've got no 1 minute inducement. That's just melted through. I want to see this level broken first. And I wanted to create fuel to take before taking me. Because at the moment, this could be, it could be orders above this high that the market still wants to grab. And more money, more fuel, take this drop. And it looks like that's the very extremity as well. So yeah, let's mark the alert on that high as well. High 135, 135. Right, fuck off. Let's just go back to our trade. Alright, so the first one, more pretty juicy because it was, yeah, type B inducement, as I said. Get rid of that. Yeah, how supply range order flow is holding. Let's cover all that on the higher time frame. I think we've all got an understanding on the higher time frame now. And yeah, we had this decisional, which is a nice flip. Right, this is the inducement. Get mitigated and broke off though. Right, then this has all been creating liquidity, type B liquidity again on a 4-hour as well, and the Asian sweep. We actually had like the first tap into it before we go and melt. And the 15-minute here, look, that's nice. That's again a sell to buy that broke this high, came down, got tested, failed to break the high, melted off. Dropped a bit of inducement before we went as well. So yeah, I was happy with that. And on the 1 minute, yeah, we just had all these real nice kind of like this high here above the Asian market as well, all consolidating, just building up liquidity. Wicked it really nicely, came down, caused a lovely flip, dropped inducement, and this was my favourite bit. Look at the time, 4:30 H hour. That's like just my favourite time. It's like the Asian market, London has come down, mitigated order flow to push long, and the idea is that when it's pushing long, traders think that the London market is going long, and then about an hour and a half into the London, it'll be like psych, and actually go short and take out all the orders underneath the London low. But London was going long. She tagged us in. Never broke this level of demand here. Saying that, look, never broke this level of demand. That one. But still, look, I mean, I like that setup. Asian sweep, higher time frame narrative, got lots of target. Bell. Don't care. This is the fucking kick in the teeth. This was melting through levels. Yeah, sorry it's a bit messy. How do I, let's get rid of this. Let's just get rid of price action. What was I looking at when we saw this? Was there? So this was actually to come. I was kind of just following all the. Come on, mate. What have we done? There we go. I was just watching the trade a little bit. All this, I should have been at sunset. I missed sunset. Fuck you, market. Jock, flip, push down in this 15-minute extremity point of interest now. This was our decisional. I know I say I don't play from decisionals, but this was like a decisional order flow from the extremity. That makes sense. Maybe it's because I need some fucking money and I'm searching for trades. Bastard. But yeah, got this chalk long, chalk short, got a flip inducement. I was liking that. I was liking that a lot. Tagged in. I got a bit of an unlucky fill here. I think I had my entry above this high, above the inducement. I got filled, but luckily I had a 3.5 pip stop loss, and I was still covering the high, and we stayed in. I was like, whew, glad I picked a 3.5 there. And then we got this nice reaction. I won't go down in 5 seconds, but it was just nice in the 5 seconds. See that flip there? Come down, test demand, failed to break the high, flipped off. I thought nice. And then yeah, we started melting off. I even removed my take profit and had my stop loss kind of typed in really if it went through to manage to trade that way. And she doesn't even mitigate anything. She mitigates like in here somewhere. And then just does a reversal, but then I've still like this price action. I could still see that's why I had that all marked out still. And I was like, be cool, man, be cool. This is still justified reason to come up to this area, and off you go. So I was like, yeah, she's building up some more liquidity off the inducement. Maybe she'll wick into this, bugger off. I was almost tempted to break all my rules and scale in, but I'm glad I didn't because she just fucked us off. So yeah, that was nice. Let me just pause because I forgot to get the broker up. So yeah, there's the first trade, 21st of August at price 860 with a stop loss of 901. Whoop. Where is it? There we go, that one. 860, stop loss 901. That's this one here. And yeah, we got taken out 901 on the point. Shows yeah. And then the second trade, it's a little bit later, got filled at, yeah, I think I had my fucking entry at like 23 or something. What's the high of that? Yeah, the high of that 22, look, 022. And I had my entry above the high of this. And she whacked in pretty quick. I was really surprised to get a feel of, yeah, 014. I was like, But the stop loss still kept us above the high. So 014, stop loss 050, 050. Yeah, got taken out 051. Yeah, so at least we still stayed above it. And as I said, I thought this was like, sweet, lucky's on my side. Got a shit feel, but still stayed in. Just high was held, and we melted off. But then she melted back, rocketed back. So a little look at what's going on now. So I've had that. I don't sound in a very good mindset, do I? But I've had a little condor moment to be like, right, I still like this. These are nice trades. Alright? I mean, I look forward to the day when I discover something what's going on here. That is a clear-cut reason what I can put into my plan to keep me out of maybe these losses.
or maybe these are just probabilities. But with the knowledge I have about trading thus far on this little journey, I see these as good trades. And with that, I see this as a good trade. But only if we get some inducement. That's a flip. So that's still holding. We've had our shock. Shock high is still holding here. I would like to see. Whoops. Come on, mate. Why is my love it. Why is my undo button not working? So yeah, we didn't get an inducement. Although that is holding now. See, that would be nice. Look, that melts. You know what I mean? And 1-4, but it's not part of the plan. So I'm not looking at it. At the moment, there's still liquidity above this high. And until this demand order flow is broken, we can also say that's actually. Let me have a look here. Oh, that's that. That's why I'm looking. That's confusing me. It is that little wick what broke out that range and caused this flip. My last trade. Again, this is very small attention to detail, but this is just it's at important areas, you know. And we're kind of seeing some substructure, level of demand getting tested, failing to break the high, and then let's see if this gets broken. And if it does, and it drops inducement, we could have some price action on the 5 seconds up in here to look at for shorts. Wow, look at that. That's a real big smash in, smash out. That's a bit of order flow. That's already been mitigated, really. I love that smash in. Oh, look at that. And mitigation. Come down, test all this kind of 5 second range action. Sorry, I was whispering to myself there. Don't know if you heard that. Failed to break the high and get melted off. Yeah, it's been mitigated. But I'd want to cover this high. Maybe that's come up, mitigate. That's the flip inducement. Yeah, we can get that precise up there. It's not like I necessarily want to play off this, even though I will. It's like I don't want to leave this out. If I see stuff in the 5 seconds, what makes sense, like all this kind of like imbalance in this extremity here with all this inducement underneath it, I'm like, I don't want to leave it out. I want to make sure I cover it. I want to cover that gap. And this is getting too far into the decisional now. Where, I mean, see that level of demand that flips this little level here? How good is 5 seconds, guys? Look at that. Wick, fail, sweep, drop inducement, melt off. Let's just have a look. See what 3.5 will cover us. Yeah, it's a shame. Okay, maybe 4. Yeah, I think that's going to be like decisional. I don't want to start going down here and start chasing. No, I don't like anything more than 5 pip. I mean, that makes sense. That does make sense. Let's just see if we get the 1 minute inducement anyway. Okay, no, so that is currently the 1 minute inducement. So I wouldn't go off that anyway. I would cover above that. Now, if this drops inducement, which it looks like it will, and we break, then I might be more inclined to do this you have a 5 pip stop loss. And that's nice price action. That's levels of demand getting tested, failing. This is quite an interesting level of demand here. Got tested, failed, substructure, dropping a bit of inducement. You see if this breaks for 2 seconds. There we go. Go on, girl. Yeah, I don't know what else to cover this. Yeah, obviously, just pissed off with relying on trading, and like, I love this edge, and I understand this strategy to my best ability of what I've learned about trading so far, and it's like in a two-way swing in it. Like, you hear about this stuff, you have too much information, you'll get like traders blocked. It's almost like the less information you have, the better, because at the end of the day, this is going to go either long or short. Right, so it's kind of like, how far down the rabbit hole do you want to go? Is it more into your psyche? And if that gets a clear break, yeah, happy days. That's clearly broken out. Demand broke, demand broke, demand broke, demand broke, demand broke. When was the last time demand broke any levels of supply? Since this big push here? Not for a long time. We're in a strong level, extremity of a good 15-minute point of interest. We'll mark the high there. That is now on. So that one there, sorry. I'll just double check this. Yeah, 15-minute entry criteria, extremity. That lovely wick came up, failed. We swept that low, failed to break the high, broke off. All this lovely inducement here. 4-hour type A liquidity, lovely. Came up, mitigated all the flow, came back down, broke all these levels here. Let's do it properly, Martin. Taking this liquidity, targeting this liquidity. Happy days. This is a level of order flow that flipped this level of demand. We haven't broken these demands yet, but I'm still our time frame. I feel like there's liquidity below here to target. I feel like the market would quite like that before she continues any further moves long. Or she's just mitigating this demand, which is fine, and then pushing on. That can happen. But as I said on the daily, turning into a recap / trade forecast, isn't it? We swept previous day's high as well. Was this a previous week's high? No. Swept the previous day high, which is nice. But yeah, remember I said about this leg here? Because there was no pullback here, this is one leg. Yeah, which means that this bit here, this pullback, isn't a pullback. This is all one leg. This was the low that broke this high. Alright, so I feel like this is the inducement before the flip of this level of supply. This is the inducement, the liquidity, the fuel after it swept this high to sweep this. And these are nice clean points of interest down here. Daily I'm juicy for shorts. Is this too aggressive? Continuation this far down the leg? Well, we got a 4-hour type A as well. 15-minute, look, she's pushing off extremity, that's clean. We got the 1-minute entry plan, breaking all levels of demand. The only question is now, wow, why is my undo button not working, man? What? Not even up there. That's weird. That's annoying me. So yeah, there's a tray setup. Let's refine this badger. I'm not going to bed yet. Oh, this is outside our trading hours though. do some live psychology here. Is this FOMO? Because if this trade went, and I need the money, and I just didn't take it because it's like my bedtime, would I be pissed off? Yeah, because this really is a strong setup. Is this a strong setup because I want it to be a strong setup? Because I'm revenge trading from today's trades? No, saying it out loud with you guys, they're good trades, I'm happy with them. It's the edge. What else am I going to do? I've got to trade the edge. And that's so beautiful. That sweep in there. That is nice, man. What did I say? 5 pip. Cover the high. Could go from these decisionals. If it does, that's just tough titties, man. Nice flip. Breaking levels of demand. I'm fresh. I'm ready. I'm in the trading zone. Yeah, this is worth 1% risk, 100%. Let's do it live, eh? Just get my broker up. This is when she goes really slow now. Ooh, there she is. Yeah, so this is the great thing about this trade assist. So this is the setup here. And what I want to do, so my stop loss is 5 now. It's a bigger stop loss than usual. I'm going to type it in here. 50, 5 pip. I'm risking 1% my current balance, whatever the current balance is. I've only lost 2% today. 3 is a max. And then we get into like equity rules and daily drawdown limits and all that kind of good stuff. So this for sure will be the last trade of the day. But yeah, 1%, 50, and it's really important on this to tap, because watch, that's the current lot size for my last trade. Alright, when I tap lot calculator, it's now calculated my lots automatically for me with a 5 pip stop loss, risking 1% of my current balance, which is very nice of it. So now, if price doesn't want to play from these decisionals and decides to come up and play from our entry, we'll just hit sell. That simple. And I just went off this because like setting limit orders, sometimes it would like tag you and you just don't get filled and it goes without you. And I just didn't like all that really. It was a pain in the bum. Yeah, I think I just got a couple of like bad times where I just got bad feels, or it went to tag me out and it didn't, or whatever. I just prefer market execute. I like being here. And plus with this, if this goes in, even though the last trade was a bad fill, sometimes like we've got it set at 080, yeah? And the second it lights up, if I press market execute and price action is actually coming in to our area, we can get a feel like higher up. You sometimes get a feel like 8 or 0.8, like 4 or 5, like quite a bit further up. And that creates our bigger stop loss, higher entry price, better risk to reward. You know what I mean? So big fan of market execute and this whole trade assist system here. This is looking juicier and juicier. Nice inducement. New York seeing that we're going short. Maybe we'll have their orders above this high here to back their orders going short. But what we want to see is if the algorithm wants to come up, sweep these. We now have all the fuel it needs. We've swept 4-hour Taipei. We swept the previous daily high. We swept all the Asian market. We've had a good London push up. We're targeting the London lows. We're targeting everything what I've just already gone through. Such nice flips. There's been no level of demand breaking any level of supply anytime recently. Beautiful. Beautiful. Let's stay up. Right, anyway, I'm not going to sit and watch this with you guys. I'm sure you got better things to do than listen to me waffle on shit. But yeah, I'm glad I did that when I was a little bit emotionally still involved, and I can share. Let's do this. I'm gonna pause. Yeah, I'm gonna share my whole process before taking the trade. Really, if I get time. And it looks like we've got a bit of time now. I'm gonna set another alert there. Okay, she's paused back. I am wary this could be coming down to mitigate demand order flow, but a high time frame trumps it. I feel like this is turning around. But anyway, this is my log. So this is for once I'm in the trade. I got my kick check. Have we swept Taipei liquidity? Yes. Are we serving from a point of interest that created a flip? Yes. Do we have liquidity to target loads of it? Mid time frame narrative. Yeah, that was that 15-minute extremity. Lovely stuff. Create a flip. Just pause the video and go back if you guys want to flick through all these. But I know I remember what we're looking at. Got order flow. Yeah, got a really nice order flow. Fuck it. Let's go back and have a look. Just double check. Yeah, big wick of this area, or flipped all this area. Yeah, that's so nice on a 15-minute, 4-hour. So nice. Yeah, happy days. 1 minute. Sorry, does have order flow? Yeah, okay, we are outside our trading hours here. You're going to see me break the rules. It's just too juicy. I'm awake. I'm ready. Yeah. Come on, do you really want to take this trade? Are you tired? Are you revenge? I'm going to show you what I do for this in a minute. But yeah, all this is ticked beautifully. Right. So do not be concerned with the fruit of your action. Just give attention to the action itself. The fruit will come of its own accord. I don't give a fuck if this is a win or loss. I care if this is executing the H. I care if this is the plan, the strategy. I know the results will come at their own accord. This is the H. This is the strategy. That is a beautiful setup. I'm happy. When the compulsive striving away from the now ceases, the joy of being flows into everything you do. I am enjoying this. How's this for work? Staying up in Bali, chilling, got a bit of candlelight here. When I said I might have to go back to fucking Iraq, at least this beats Iraq. But you gotta earn your money a little bit, and these trialing times and these little mental games we play for ourselves is a bit of I don't know, enjoying the now. The moment your attention turns to the now, I'll do that in a second, you feel presence, a stillness, a peace. I don't depend on the future for fulfillment. Don't give a fuck about the future. Don't need it for satisfaction. Don't look to it for salvation. Happy now. Healthy, good values, good purpose. Therefore, you're not attached to results. Neither failure or success has the power to change your inner state of being. You have found the life underneath your life situation. I don't give a fuck what happens in this trade. We're doing this stuff with purpose and passion, and I love it. Wimbledon quote, just before we go out to Wimbledon, from the poem If by Rudyard Kipling. If you can meet with triumph and disaster and treat those two imposters just the same, yeah, I really will be. Just like saying that out loud and doing the trade recap to you guys in the last two, maybe a bit pissed off, but I feel settled, composed, sweet now. I'm not in a rush to make the percentage back, but if the age is there, I'm going to fucking take it. Yeah. Yeah, I don't have to trade today. There'll be other setups, but the setup is there. I'm taking it. Yeah, so I guess little couple of quotes to kind of be like, if I'm looking at this and it's like there's been no chop or no flip or we're not in this extremity or, you know what I mean? You'd be surprised how many times that those write-ups stop me from like revenge trading and FOMO, and when there's not even a setup there, I'm like, what are you doing? Like there were almost a couple before today, like just here I think this little level of demand kind of got broken. It was like kind of dropping in due. I was like, nah, what are you doing, mate? You're looking for shit. But that is it. That's if she comes back. Baby, come back. Right, that is a fucking long trade recap, and hopefully we'll have another one for you guys tomorrow morning with this setup. Because to be honest with you, yeah, I really do. It would be nice to get tagged into this, and if it's a win or loss, that's fine. But if we get tagged in, this is the setup. I'm gonna stay up for it. Play a bit guitar, read, chill. I don't know. Yeah, it's a fucking fun game, eh? See you on the next one, guys. Peace out. Hey, everyone. I thought I'd screen record a bit of live market. This is all fitting up quite nicely with the forecast we said earlier on, and I thought I'd just share a bit of patience where she's moving up now. So I could have been following these decisionals, but this is our 1 minute inducement. Now we could be mitigating to push down, but all that's doing is creating more liquidity above these highs now, where we could have breakout traders. And we're looking to see this sweep, and this is very nice in the 5 second. I will go into it more depth in a second, but it looks like we could just about get tagged in. There we go. So this is market execute. I've got 1%, entry at 864, 855. But once that purple lights up, any minute now. Ooh. So we're in. So the second I saw that light, it's kind of like military sort of style, red on green jump sort of thing. I like it. All the emotions taken out of it now. I back the whole setup. I like that this is just swept our inducement. This is being like an Asian sweep. But anyway, before we get, and then what I do here is I'm now going to find our entry price was at 860, and our stop loss is actually at 901. So we've got a slightly different feel. So I'm going to move that to 901. What did I say? Price 860, 860. That's our fill there. And our stop loss is still covering the high, which is lovely. 901. And then once I've got that marked up, see how like the risk to reward is now a bit different. It's no longer set as 4. I've got to like rearrange this now to go to 4. So that is the true 4% now in our minimum return. So entry 860, stop loss 901. Entry 860, stop loss 901. And then we'll modify order to take profit, which is now this 1 to 4. So 1.08696, 696, 1.08696, 1.08696, modify. And then on the broker, there she is. So I always do this in case, maybe it's from living in Bali or something, internet cuts out or just something happens. Once we get down, or if we get down to this price action, I might remove the take profit or move it down a bit and start following my stop loss up. So as I said, I'm playing around with trade management. Anybody can enter a trade, but I believe once your mental levels or your mental comfort levels start adjusting, I think that's where money management and the trade management can start adjusting. So yeah, once we start getting down here, I'm not going to keep the 1 to 4s. If we break this level of demand, then I'm going to start moving my stop loss up quite tight behind it. But yeah, I thought I'd do a little bit on the market execution there of the actual broker itself. Yeah, the waiting out for the trade. And now I'm going to go and play guitar. I'm going to set my alerts. So that's the stop loss 901. I'm going to set my alert for down here. Cool. And then yeah, the rest will be, obviously we're in a trade now, so there's going to be a trade recap to follow this. And I'll probably put this at the beginning of the trade recap, maybe, I don't know. But I hope that helps a little bit on the market execution style of things of this tool here, the Trade Assist. I really rate it. I don't have to work out the lot size and stuff. I just type in the 1% here. I type in my stop loss size, make sure everything else is 0. Say lot calculate, and it just does it for me. It comes up with the lot size perfect. I don't have to enter any prices or anything. I just click buy or sell. And as you can see, sometimes you get slightly different feels, sometimes better than others, sometimes worse than others, but I fucking love this tool. Mega. Right, cool guys. I'll see you on the trade recap. Take it easy. Bye.
What do you guys do when you're hanging out in the trade? Just waiting for some profit targets to hit. Have a cup of tea. Light some candles and chill. Watch a bit of a sunset. Fucking love this place. What's on, Mish? What's on? You.